Hi there everybody, how's it going? I hope you're all doing very well indeed. Welcome back to Emperor. This is the playthrough here with Great Britain in Europa Universalis 4. Brand new session today. Let's get rock and rolling over here. So, we were discussing imperialism and how we were looking forward to imperialism and obviously the benefits that the imperialism casus belli brings. And I went and had a little look on the wiki, and I completely forgot that imperialism is not time frame based. It is in fact reached when you hit Diplotech 23. That is when you get the imperialism CB. And yes, I completely forgot about that. So hey ho. It's one of those things. Anyway, so we got a couple of fronts in which we could potentially wage war. So we were looking. We did actually annex a part of territory down here in the last episode. That was what we did. We took Safala. We're currently fabricating claims on Kilwa to perhaps snipe some more of this coastline over this way. We do have to bear in mind our governing capacity, but still got plenty of room there. Worst come the worst. If we didn't have enough governing capacity down here, we could potentially go ahead and form a trade company down here. So we could maybe make this whole area into a trade company if we so decide. So we've lost the effects of trading in ivory. That's a shame. That was some very handy diplomatic reputation there. So yeah, but we are busy over this way fabricating claims. Okay, anyway, back to the European scene. Right, what is our Diplo rep currently? It's actually negative, yeah, I thought so, yeah. We still have the annex subjects modifier, of course, yes. That is true. We do actually have a relatively decent relationship with the Commonwealth, although Backward Monarch has come into play a couple of times there. But their Liberty Desire is still very manageable at the moment. They also have a good number of troops, so may as well go ahead and see whether we can perhaps get them to do some fighting for us. Imperialism is going to be a little way away yet, so we could also potentially feed Bella Zero here. It's a good number of troops though. That's a strong war, not going to lie, but probably do better attacking Uzbek, actually, in all honesty, although Delhi would in fact join that war because they are Defender of the Faith. That being said, should things get dicey with Delhi, we might be able to go in there, but I'm going to go ahead and fabricate a claim anyway. I think that's got to be worthwhile to look into, but let's come down to Kilwa, who is currently losing this war anyway, so Angotche is the only province we can fabricate for. If they're currently losing that war and perhaps Ethiopia is not willing to join, do we perhaps suggest an attack? Let's have a look. Right, let's go with this one here. Now that is relatively close to the border, of course. Now normally I don't like to do that, but let's have a go. Right, Bella Zero is actually all the way down here, so perhaps maybe Ethiopia is not necessarily willing to join the war here. They do have some occupied provinces. They're also losing the war in general. So the House of Stafford. Okay, so Barcelona gets some local unrest reduction at the expense of missionary strength. But we have already gone and converted that. So that's not the end of the world. We have a new heir! Lovely. Henry was actually only 18, so yeah, not the end of the world. But yeah, 324, not bad. I'm going to stick with the name, but I'm going to call him Freddie instead of Frederick. Elizabeth is the consort for this... hang on a minute, what am I doing? Freddie Lancaster. Elizabeth Stafford is the consort. I was just wondering what marriage we got that consort from, like what country. It's usually Bella Zero or something like that. But right, so if we declared war here, would Ethiopia join? They wouldn't. So even though they're already in a war, this province is occupied. I think it's got to be worth actually declaring here. 100% worth declaring. So, and again, I might just let our subjects have a roam around and do any possible attacking there, although Adjiran is likely to take a fair amount of stuff here, so we'll probably just eat up the rest of it. Unless, of course, provinces are feeded, so I'm not sure. Thomas Aller, 50 admin points and Miltech cost reduction, or 50 prestige. Do kind of want to press ahead with trying to hit the hit the next idea set, even though we're still massively ahead of time. Mostly because we did want to take either Diplo or Influence, so that was something we were looking at doing. So do kind of want to press ahead with that a little bit. The Master of the Mint expired. Okay, yeah, let's just see whether any of our subjects get involved over there at all. But otherwise, we'll probably just leave them to it, if anything. I'm quite keen on attacking Morocco once we get the imperialism casus belli here. So I guess we'll probably end up going in there at some point. Also potential to attack Denmark again. We don't actually have any claims there. We do have a claim on Stockholm though. And oh, you're transferring your page. Really? That's interesting. Okay. The downside with that one is the Papal State would join. Merchant Shipwrecked. Okay, that's a shame. We do, however, have the ability to take another government reform, which is very nice. Okay, so reform available. We've got this is the last one, isn't it? Yeah, but we have 4 possible options here. Yearly absolutism and maximum absolutism increase. That's pretty good. Administrative technology cost reduction. Hey, like that. Become a republic. Holy shit. You can actually go ahead and make that switch. Wow, that's a really interesting one. Or become a theocratic government. Ah, okay, yeah, fair enough. Okay, so theocracy, right? Okay, I think I might just take the absolutism here. I like the tech discount, I really do, but I'm going to go ahead and take the absolutism. I think that's going to be right. We've unlocked all the government reform tiers, so we no longer have the ability to gain government reform progress. So we are all the way at the top there, which is great. Okay. Might just fabricate a quick claim on Denmark here. I say quick, they have quite good spy network detection. Admiral David Cavendish has decided to go. Okay. So yeah, if we get a claim on Uzbek, we could probably go in there, and it would be a less taxing war. We could potentially also attack Crimea, which would be another way to bring them in. The issue with that, of course, is the Mamluks, but then, I don't know. Croatia is completely on one here. This is going to be a decent-sized Croatia in this game. They're part of the HRE as well, so this is obviously empowering the HRE. But the Imperial Authority is dropping here. Heretic Princes is the main reason for that. So it doesn't look like the Imperial reforms are going to get passed at all. So we reached up here, and that was as far as they got. Okay, fair enough. Right, we need a new dude in charge over here. Discipline's nice, but I'm going to take the land maintenance modifier. Just for the +3, but also... oh, Annex Subjects expired. Nice. That is going to be a very, very good, actually, because I might go ahead and annex another one of our subjects. So... oh, yeah, we threw in the opportunistic royal marriage with Ferrara, didn't we? Did that come to anything at all? No, it didn't. They got an heir. Right, okay, that's a shame. Alright, then. So no, that's not going to happen. Austria, Brunswick, I suppose, but in all honesty, I might go ahead and try and annex Bella Zero, actually. Because I do want to keep Granada around for attacks on Morocco. So I might go and annex Bella Zero, so we might have to improve some relations here. Yeah, converted culture modifier, but also improved relations is only at 1. So we could do with just maybe sorting that out. So yeah, let's keep this guy doing this for now. But I think once we get the claim on Uzbek, ooh, a bit of infantry combat ability for 10 years. Once we get the claim on Uzbek, we'll bring him home and we'll go ahead and improve relations with Bella Zero. Right, this war still hasn't finished over here, which is interesting. Let's bring all of these dudes, or these new ships rather, down here. Libertés Escalade. Loss of influence, papal influence, gain money. We'll find the money elsewhere, that's fine. Gee whiz, yeah. Don't need money. It was a loss of influence and papal influence to gain cash, basically, but we didn't need it. Papal State has now become the papal controller. Let's convert this one as well. Development cost and tolerance. It seems to be the one that's always picked now. The development cost reduction and the increased tolerance of heathens. Right, excellent. Religious zeal expired in Perm. I hit go to there just because we were heading towards Uzbek, so Made a lot of sense. Let's go for Kurgan, actually. It's got slightly higher development. Doesn't matter, we want it all anyway, but... Right, yeah, so let's build a spy network. We finished completing building a spy network there. Let's go ahead and improve relations with Bella Zero. We don't actually have a royal marriage here either, which is interesting. Fair enough. Influenza! Great. Glad I took them extra admin points now. Right, let's pick up the royal marriage. I think the Commonwealth is actually walking its troops down here, isn't it? Yeah, which is kind of interesting. They're off on a gander. It's the Commonwealth train. Right, and then basically we're just going to want to improve relations here for quite a while. We're just going to sit there, improve relations, and then annex. Religious seal, okay, yeah, so we can tidy that up. But also, yeah, as I mentioned, I do want to keep Granada for the extra army that's going to be kicking around for Morocco. Just mean, obviously there's Portugal here, but they've only got 4k troops, so having Granada that has about 20k troops is going to help in addition to our current army. And they're just logically placed to attack the Maghreb, basically. They're just logically placed. We could also maybe look at some other attacks, like Brittany, for example. They do have a good number of allies, though. So that would be a slightly tougher war, but in all honesty, I don't think too many wars are going to be tough. Now, a couple of people have mentioned Gyara has become self-sustaining. Right, a couple of people have mentioned that they would in fact like to see a push eastbound, so basically from Siberia. People would like to see me push this way and potentially maybe go and try and border myself up with Ming and try to attack or steal the mandate. No, not steal the mandate of heaven, but like... you know, like just, you know, take out the Ming, drain their mandate, and cause a Ming explosion. A couple of people have mentioned that that might be quite fun. And yeah, actually, I think that would be fun. So maybe we should try and push through Uzbek, through Chagatai, colonize across here. No, we're not going to tax those. So actually, maybe building colonies down here is not what I want to be doing. Maybe we want to colonize the other way instead. So actually, yeah, you know what? Yeah, recall. We are not going to colonize there. Actually, I might just do a... You know what? This is what happens when you're too rich and have got too much money to spend. You go ahead and scrap an army and recreate it somewhere else because it's too much of a laborious process to transport the troops. Right, so yeah, we colonise over here then. Squandering Loyalists! Oh, great. I guess I'll send them some money. Why not? We've got so much money over there. This peace has been signed here as well, so more Croatian territory taken over this way, which is kind of interesting. So Ottomans, yeah, basically reduced to what is now Greece. Modern-day Greece. So Greece is over here. Interestingly, actually, Greece would accept vassalization. And it might be quite fun to actually... Ooh, there's a bug flying around. It might actually be quite fun to vassalize Greece, because they'll have... do they not have any cores around here? But it's all Greek culture, so it's terrain that they would want. Yeah, there we go. There's some Greek cores appearing in and around this zone. And it could actually be quite fun to come down here and reconquest for Greece, and obviously it's a subject that's next to the Commonwealth, so I'm wondering whether that might be a possible avenue. Let's fabricate claim. Actually, let's go for their capital here. That seems to make sense. It's also the next province over from Lund, so. Tech, I'm imagining that's admin tech, also military. But you know what? It's really strange. I'm actually going to take this. I'm actually going to take that, and the reason is because I really want to start putting into some ideas. So, here we go. Do we go diplomatic, or do we go influence? This is the decision that we have to make here. And, oh my god. I feel like an extra diplomat is really helpful, but also it's the liberty desiring subjects, and there's so much good stuff here, but also the reduction in province war score cost is fantastic. So I actually think influence would be better. in general. I genuinely think influence would be better in this situation, but I like the idea of the extra diplomats, and I also like the province war score cost. Also, there is a vassal force limit contribution over here, and the reduction in travel time for envoys is kind of good. But yeah, we're going to go diplomatic. That's the way we're going to take it. So I'm going to take the extra diplomat straight away. We could also take the extra diplomatic relation here. 55. I reckon we'd be able to get. Yeah, we'd be able to get Diplo points in time. So yeah, let's also take the Diplo-Romantic relation, because then that way we're not being penalised. We'll have an extra Diplo relation, which means once the royal marriage with Ferrara ends, we have room for a vassal, and that is where I am quite keen on Greece. I'm going to go down there and improve relations. I think we could do that. So we've got Belarus. So now we've got an extra diplomat. We can do a lot more. So in particular, what I can do is, because we've got so many subjects, we can assign 2 diplomats to improve relations with our subjects, just as an example. So this war has suddenly gone to 99%. So I'm guessing, right, okay, this did actually happen. Adjuran did not take that much territory, which is quite surprising. I'm very surprised by that. Okay, so we've got 99% war score now. 100%. Are we utterly defeated them? I think we have, haven't we? Yep, utterly defeated. Okay, so we're going to snag... There's actually a possible coalition here. Oh yeah, because it's very aggressive. So let's take all their cash. We can take whatever the hell we so desire here. We could vassalize, but no, I think we're okay. So let's go war reparations. And then let's just take some coastal territory here. Sure, let's do that. And someone is currently ringing. Okay, fabulous. Let me go ahead and answer that.